about that? The T would be the first thing, the first and best thing. That would be the first and best thing, is to get the T. Is it possible for the T? Is the T possible? Seriously,
right. Can you hear me?
We didn't want the lights. What's up, Spencer?
How's it going, man?
It's good. I actually just woke up a second ago, man. I had to sleep for a little bit, but it's going good. How are you doing?
I woke up about 8 hours ago, feeling real good.
Where are you at, Spencer? Like, what?
I'm in Utah, so.
Where at?
Utah.
Utah. You guys have legal weed in Utah, right? You guys are like a smoke.
As of like a week ago.
Yeah, man. That's awesome. So just answer me one thing first. Let me just tell you how this is going to be before we start. So we haven't rehearsed this and haven't like talked about what's going to happen here. Basically, just going to ask you some questions. Hopefully you'll answer honestly, and then give you a chance if you want to give all these people any pointers or any valuable information. Then you're free to do that. And then obviously, if you want to sell something, then you can totally sell something. We like stuff sold to us for sure. But so yeah, that's kind of the format. The main thing that I want to know though is like, is it true you're a fucking millionaire from affiliate marketing? Is that true?
Probably not a millionaire yet. I've made $1 million, but I've spent a buttload of money to get there, so not there yet.
So you made a whole $1 million from, I seen it on a fucking ad the other day from Russell Bronson's, like they were like, this dude's a millionaire. He's made over $1 million.
Oh, I need to see that ad. Yeah, I have made over $1 million. I am not a millionaire.
You haven't seen that? Like you haven't seen that? Like it's your face. This is literally, it's the guy sitting in ClickFunnels and they're like,
I gotta get on Facebook more. I haven't seen it. I've been underground the last few days.
Wow, that's a lot of money from affiliate marketing. A lot of money, $1 million.
There's a lot of money in affiliate marketing, yeah.
So how many people you have signed up in ClickFunnels? Like 1,000 now?
Oh man, it bounces around so much now. Somewhere like right around 2,000. It's bouncing all over, but usually around 2,000.
2,000? What kind of car you got from them suckers?
It's a Toyota 4Runner. Most people are highly unexcited by it, but it's a pretty sweet looking 4Runner.
So that's like $1,000 they send you, right? $1,000 car payment they send you?
Yeah, but it's got all the fixings on it. It's got the big tires, the big light rack, the rack on top, it's everything they could put on it, they put on it. So it's pretty cool. It's a cool looking car.
So you go mudding out in it? You like take it out in the field and go mudding?
That's the plan. That's what Utah's all about. Yeah, I got dunes and stuff all over here.
Cooler full of beer. Don't care if you run into a deer or nothing because ClickFunnels paying for this stuff.
I haven't hit a deer yet, but
that's a lot of people registered in ClickFunnels. 2,000 people registered in ClickFunnels.
Yeah, it's like what's the number? It's like 4 or 5% of their company.
That's a lot. I mean, seriously, that's a lot. Do you have so I'm assuming now at this stage in the game, you've got like a whole support staff that work for you. You've got full-time employees that you staff or something now, or are you just
I got one part-time, and that's all I do. So I do a lot of it, and I'm a huge fan of automating most of it. So you set it up right, and the internet can do most of the work for you.
Yeah, I sent a link out to your group, Automation Nation. So you got 2,000 people in ClickFunnels, and you don't have a whole staff of people. You just got one little employee that's working.
She's really good, but just one.
Damn, I interviewed Rachel the other day, and I love Rachel and everything. I'm pretty sure that she smokes a lot of weed too. But I interviewed her, and she's got a whole team of people. She said she got like 7-8 people working for her.
Yeah, no, I'll eventually get there, but right now things are going well with what I got, and it's really nice to have expenses be low in that category, and not have to worry about, I mean, you know more than anybody, probably not have to worry about 30 people getting paychecks every month. So
pain in the ass sometimes, really.
Dude,
I'm
I bet it
curious,
is.
are your like, you come from a long line of affiliate marketers? Like, is it in your DNA or something?
Not at all. I don't come from a long line of anything really. Um, no, I have only been doing it for a couple of years. Just, like anybody else, got sick of what I was doing and kind of explored the internet and landed on that and ran with it.
So you have like a formal education in marketing? You have like a degree in marketing or something?
I have a degree. It's in public relations, so it's been fairly non-helpful in what I do.
So no traditional background in. What did you do before you started this affiliate market? I'm assuming this is your full-time job now. You don't have like another 9 to 5.
As of like February, it is. But yeah, I guess I do have a little marketing background there. I got out of school with a PR degree, and there's not a lot. I mean, PR, unless you're gonna go like work for the White House, there's not a lot of places for you with like that degree. So I ended up just doing like agency stuff. I was at an SEO agency for 2 years. And then that's kind of what was like, oh wow, there's all this cool stuff on the internet, and this isn't what you learn in school. And then, how can I take what I'm doing for all these clients and actually make money myself? Because agency work, you're making some of these guys just crazy money, and you're bringing in just minuscule amounts of it. So if you have like that mindset, within the first year, you usually leave because you just hate the way it is.
So you worked in PR before, but not really anything like in traditional marketing.
No, just doing SEO for like medium-sized companies.
So how'd you figure out, like, how'd you learn about affiliate marketing? Like, how'd you figure out, like, yo, hey, I can.
The long, slow way of wasting money and trying things and making people hate you online. I don't think I bought a course. I've only bought a few courses on affiliate marketing. It was really just like I learned about it and I started to try things, and I knew SEO at that point, and in the last like 2 years I buy courses on traffic like crazy, like Facebook ads. Spend a lot of time on Facebook ads, a lot of time on AdWords, a lot of time on YouTube. So I learned traffic like crazy, but then the affiliate half of it I've never really had to learn. That's kind of just come together. I've just slowly figured it out. And once you figure out how to send traffic to something, even if it's kind of a crappy offer, you're going to do okay because you've got enough eyes on it that a few people are buying. And that's kind of how I slowly figured it out. And now I have enough traffic that, I can tweak my offers and figure out my offers better and then win a lot more.
Well, what I mean though is like, how did you learn that there was affiliate marketing? Like, how did you
affiliate marketing? That's I don't even know. You got a call. I don't know. I learned stock market for a while. Like I was like trying to figure things out, and I tried the stock market for a long time and it didn't work. And I tried kind of like a freelance agency thing in the SEO world, and that like worked, but it sucked. I was pretty much making the same amount of money, just didn't have a boss anymore. I'm pretty sure it came down to like searching Google, just like, like how do I make money online? How do I get out of this? And somewhere on the line I hear about it, and somewhere else down the line I'm like, I'm going to try this out, and you start out with kind of like this really crappy strategy of just like, oh, this is a link. If I post it on my Facebook profile, someone's going to click it maybe and I'll get lucky. And then you kind of like, oh, that didn't work. And you kind of grow from there. And eventually I think YouTube is where I first started to see success. I was like, I'm going to make a video about this, and I made this just horrible video, like the dullest thing you could ever watch. And got kind of lucky on that one. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to go on. And so I started in YouTube for a while. And then, you just kind of go from there. You just figure it out step by step. When something works, you do a bunch more of that. And when something doesn't work, you throw it out or tweak it.
So you weren't like personally mailed a letter by somebody that was like, hey, Spencer, here's affiliate marketing, check it out. It's like no one like recruited you and called you up on your phone and was like, hey.
No, I mean, I would say I finally had like major success when I joined the ClickFunnels affiliate program, if you know about that one. And I was kind of like doing little things and had a few things happen, along that way. But at about that point is when like things really started to happen, started to pick up. and I started to actually make enough money that I could, quit this last February. But yeah, there was no real like, hey, here's a course, buy it, apply what you learned, and now you're an affiliate marketer. It was a long, long journey.
Seems like it. Definitely seems like it. So it seems like a trend of you successful. It seems like a trend of you successful affiliate marketers that is like no one personally called you. It's like it's not embedded in your DNA that your mom and dads and grandpas and like all the way back to the cavemen. You guys are just, affiliate marketers by blood. It seems like you guys are just hustlers and just are out there, trying to bust your ass because you want something more than what's currently there in your life is what it seems like to me.
That's about. I mean, it really is just a numbers game, right? You keep doing stuff and learning, and eventually the combo of the two, something's good's gonna happen to you.
So how do you pick your products? Like, how do you pick what you're gonna promote?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. So I'm picky about what I promote. As in the beginning, you're out there looking, but then as you get further along, people start pushing you to push their products. I really love software, and I love software that it's recurring in nature. So a software that charges their clients monthly and then pays their affiliates monthly. To me, that's, otherwise you're pretty much just selling, and you're constantly having to feed this beast. And you're pretty much just a glorified sales guy. And if, you can't really go on vacations, you can't do things like that because you're constantly having to bring more affiliate or more commissions in. But these softwares that are recurring, if you can get people signed up, I could head out of town for a month and I'll see barely any dip in my income because I've already got 2,000 people signed up to this software, right? And they're already paying every month, and I might lose 10 or 20. And if I don't work hard for a few months, I'll start to lose a lot of people that are currently using it. But I could take a month or two and be totally fine. That's where affiliate marketing actually becomes passive income instead of just like working really hard for yourself.
So you choose stuff. Do you promote non-software stuff like SEO, stuff like that, like services? Do you affiliate like different services or like physical products?
No, so physical products I don't do because you need a ton more traffic, just because physical products usually can't pay as high of commissions, right? Like a software company can pay 30, 40, 50% commissions and be fine because it's a software, but a physical product, you're going to get between 5 and 15 or something usually. So no physical products. Services are pretty similar, right? Like if their service is wildly overpriced, it's really hard for a time-based thing for them to be able to give you 50% commissions on what they're doing. And that's why software is like so nice, because they can give you high commissions and recurring.
So you like the residuals, right? You like to know, hey, I get this dude, he signs up for software, and then I've got 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. I've got X amount of time, however long he sticks in that software, that I'm gonna make some money back.
Otherwise it's stressful. Otherwise you're constantly having to worry about bringing more people in and leads, and it's more stressful than just having a job. But if you can really get things moving, I could say in the last year, my financial stresses have just been so low because I know I've got these systems set up. I know I've got these affiliate commissions coming in for 6 to 8 months. I don't have to freak out when something goes wrong.
So for anybody that's watching, just so you know, you can always ask. If you're on Facebook, you can ask your questions in Facebook. If you're on the Zoom, you can actually ask them in the Q&A section here. And I'll sporadically ask Spencer all your questions. Somebody wants to know what your favorite automation tools are, and if you could talk more about traffic and what's working on Facebook and YouTube. And before you answer that question, I'm just curious, do you think your boyish good looks has something to do with your success as an affiliate marketer?
I mean, I don't think I have boyish good looks, but I don't know. I wouldn't think so.
You must do a lot of videos, right? I know you got a YouTube channel, so you must do a lot of videos.
Yeah, I do a lot of videos, and I mean, I don't know.
Do you find that? Do you have an email list? Do you have an email list?
I do have an email list, but most of them have never seen me, so.
I was gonna ask. Do you find that most of the people that are signing up are women? Like, is that what's happening? You're just so damn attractive that women just buy stuff from you. Whatever you say, it's like, damn, I gotta buy that from that guy.
I would say looks aren't a huge part of it, but I would say, I'm trying to think of the word here, genuineness, genuinity, whatever that word is I'm looking for. being just like your genuine self online, whoever that is, you know, it doesn't matter like who that is, but just being yourself, that really helps. So I do push out a lot of videos to my email list, but it's not to like model for them. It's to try to like get them to feel like they can connect with me, you know, and like, oh, he's a normal dude, you know, like me. He's not just some like words on a page. So, I mean, that's funny that you'd ask that though.
So you don't have YouTube videos in your underwear with like a ClickFunnels sign or anything like that?
You know, there's an idea. I don't have any yet, but keep an eye on the channel.
So ugly people, you're saying ugly people can be affiliate marketers too. So the question was, what's your favorite automation tools? And could you talk a little bit about traffic and what's working on Facebook and YouTube?
Yeah. So, I mean, automation tools, between ClickFunnels, ActiveCampaign, and Zapier. And then I have a tool called, oh, shoot, hold on, I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's called Group Funnels. Maybe you've heard of that. Between those tools, my entire business probably runs. And it runs like fairly on autopilot. So people come in, they watch videos, or they go, you know, they're seeing stuff on Instagram or whatever. They go to ClickFunnels landing pages. The ClickFunnels landing pages automatically put them into ActiveCampaign email sequences, and things happen in those sequences. It'll sometimes cause like zaps to happen, and send them back to ClickFunnels where it'll sell them things and stuff. Between those three tools, everything's running.
So you're saying Zapier?
Yeah, so like Zapier, I use a lot of stuff that runs through Zapier as far as people putting in email addresses in different forms, putting them into like my Facebook group, different places, and then it grabs them, throws them into autoresponders, and the autoresponders take them through sequences, and then sometimes it'll, you know, send them back to ClickFunnels or stuff in those sequences. And Zapier kind of, I feel like Zapier is kind of just the glue that holds a lot of like little things, you know, tools together.
So it's Zapier, it's ActiveCampaign, and then you use Group Funnels.
Group Funnels, yeah, and then ClickFunnels would probably be the fourth. And I mean, your business really can run on autopilot with those four tools.
What about Integromat? Have you ever heard of Integromat or used Integromat?
Integromat? Nope.
Oh, you should check it out, Spencer. It is much more powerful than Zapier. And what you would love about it is they actually have an affiliate program. So it's cheaper than Zapier. It costs less money than Zapier. It is way more powerful than Zapier. Like if you're into automation, you know, Zapier, just some, you know, I'm a certified Zapier expert because I'm like good with
I know.
and all that shit. And you know, Zapier just recently, they introduced these paths where you can actually, you know, branch your Zap off and go into different places. And Integromat has been doing that for a long time, and they have iterators, they have custom data objects where you can create your own custom data. It is super powerful. It is like, if you think like, so if you consider that Zapier is the glue of the internet, then what we would consider is Zapier is like Elmer's glue, and Integromat is like monkey glue. All right, it's cheaper. It's cheaper. It's much cheaper. It's like they're the same plan that Zapier charges you for, like $40 for. With Integromat, it's like $7 or $15, and they have an affiliate platform, which is a great.
See, that's where you've got me looking here, is that affiliate program, because I've been begging Zapier to get one, and they don't have one, I don't think.
They don't want one. I'll give you a link here, and trust me, I am not an affiliate marketer, so it's just going to be a normal link. It's not going to be any type of affiliate link or anything like that, because I don't do so much of the affiliate marketing myself. But yeah, they are just awesome. Really, they're an awesome little site. And like I said, they've got the affiliate platform. So you've got Zapier out there. You've got ClickFunnels. You got ActiveCampaign, and you got Group Funnels. I'm assuming Group Funnels is just to add people into your group and automate that.
Yeah. So when they come into my group, it requires them to put in an email address, because Facebook doesn't have like anything built in. So it asks them a question, tells them to put in their email. They put in their email, and then Group Funnels gets it into my autoresponder and gets them moving. I was going to add, and then I actually have, so I have my own little like teeny little plugins and Chrome extensions that I've developed that I have one that I've already developed, not me personally, but I've developed out. And another one that's kind of on the way, like when I have an issue with something, or I just want some little tool that like maybe a lot of people couldn't use, but I personally could use. I'll sometimes hire a guy out for like $1,000 and he'll build me a little Chrome extension that can take care of it. But yeah, those are the main ones.
So does Group Funnels, does that have an affiliate program?
It does. It certainly does. I'm gonna put a link out there.
Kim just released her own plugin like that. Kim Dang, she just released it, and I'm sure you know her. She follows you like crazy. Everybody fucking follows you because you're a millionaire and you're so good looking. But she just released her own plugin too, just like Group Funnels. It's called Group Convert, and it does pretty much the same thing, and it's just cheaper, and also has an affiliate platform. The other half of that question was, if you could talk more about traffic and what is working on Facebook and YouTube.
Well, so those two are very different. I personally love YouTube. I think YouTube will always be an undervalued traffic source because so many people don't feel as comfortable getting on a camera, and YouTube just tends to be a little more work to get a video up and going and stuff like that, to like make a quality video. So I always think there'll be opportunities on YouTube that aren't elsewhere because of the nature of YouTube. What's working is seriously just helping people out. So like keyword research tools are a dime a dozen. You choose whatever niche it is that you want. My niche is online marketing, and you go figure out what people are looking for, like what problems people have. And they're all over. There's thousands of people, billions of people looking on YouTube every single day because they're stuck on things. They don't know what things are. They want to see examples. Like I have people, I get a ClickFunnels trial. I probably get one every day or one every other day from a YouTube video that just basically shows what ClickFunnels is, right? Like it ranks #1 for what is ClickFunnels, because people hear like, oh, your business needs ClickFunnels, your business, blah, 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 and they're like, I don't even understand what that is. And half of them call it like ClickFunnel or a ClickFunnel or all these other quick funnels with Q's in the front, So all you're doing is you're just basically taking all these questions people are asking online, and you're answering their question as quickly and succinctly as you can, and then you're making a small offer like, oh, okay, this is ClickFunnels, is exactly what it is. This is who it's for. This is how it works. If this sounds like it appeals to you, there's a link down below, and as soon as you buy, email me for some bonuses and some things that'll help you get started. And it's really low, easy sale. I'm not a sales guy. I don't know how to sell, but I just make a quick offer and it works. And all I really do, the only thing that sets me apart on YouTube is consistency, like consistently putting out content. I can't guarantee my video is going to rank. I don't know which ones are going to take off, but I consistently put out content, and 1 out of every 5 or 1 out of every 10 does take off, and then I put out another 10.
So you're making all this content yourself, like you're coming up with it in your brain, or
yeah, it's just not that hard, right? So you do keyword research for 5 hours, you'll get hundreds and hundreds of video ideas, and then you batch it all. So you spend a couple days just ripping out YouTube videos. If you watch my videos, it's this screen you're seeing right now, and then I'll screen share and I'll just show you on my screen what is ClickFunnels. Well, here it is. I'll open my account up and show you my funnels. What is ActiveCampaign? How does ActiveCampaign work? Is ActiveCampaign better, or is MailChimp better? Well, I'll just pull them both up and be like, well, ActiveCampaign is much better at this and this and pretty much everything. But, and here's MailChimp. And so it's really not that hard. It takes 10 minutes for me to film a video. And then if you use ScreenFlow, which is what I use, it uploads automatically to YouTube. And then I would say the one thing, I do have my VA do everything from then on out as far as thumbnails and content and stuff like that. But, you could do it yourself, or you could grab one on Fiverr for $5 or whatever you want to do with that.
So you're just like, your whole philosophy is just help people, just try to teach people or answer their questions that they have. And then your mentality is, if you help them, if you answer their questions, and they're just naturally going to purchase your thing, or you just not give a fuck if they purchase your stuff or not?
Oh, I do. No, I mean, it really is natural, right? If let's say someone's like they're online and they're like, here's a good example of what I'm doing right now. They're like, there's about 300 or 400 people that search YouTube every month for webinars. They're trying to figure out how to do an online webinar. They've watched one, they like the idea, they don't understand how it all works. So I just created it's like a 30-minute video, and it shows them step-by-step how to do an online webinar. But guess what? It uses ClickFunnels. You need ClickFunnels to do it. It needs ActiveCampaign to send out all the emails and stuff, and it needs Zoom. So I've got 3 links that I can give them. I don't think Zoom actually has an affiliate program, but anyway, I give them those 3 links. And then I say, this sounds complicated. That's fine. I'm going to give you the funnel. This is the funnel I'm showing you. You just import it into a ClickFunnels account, which you're going to have to get. Here's the emails. I'm going to give you the emails, which you're going to need an Active Campaign account to import that. So I make it just as easy as possible for them, right? To like I don't even have to sell them. It's almost a no-brainer. Like, why would they go take all that knowledge I got and then head over to lead pages where they have to like build it themselves or something like that, versus just like click the link down below. This webinar funnel is sitting in your account. It's ready to go. The emails are ready. You just have to like customize it and you're ready to launch.
So you just provide a lot of value, and you just help them to an extent where it just doesn't make sense for them to do anything else but take you up on your offer. I mean,
get them moving like right then, like make the action happen then, and then there's really no like, it's not like they're gonna go research best bonuses for ClickFunnels or who else offers ClickFunnels bonuses. They're just they were searching with a question, they wanted a solution right then, and if you can give them the solution right then, they're just gonna naturally continue forward with that.
Sure, it doesn't make sense for them to want to know how to set up email automation campaigns and to watch a whole fucking video about how you do this in Active Campaign and then be like, oh, well, let me go find a different software now that you've just taught me exactly what it is and exactly how to set up an Active Campaign. Let me find a new software and have to watch another video.
Yeah, exactly. So you make it simple and you make it obvious and you just kind of make it a no-brainer decision for them. And I mean, if you watch my videos, I really don't sell. I teach and it happens.
Just sit there in your underwear teaching.
Hey, who knows what's going on from here down, huh?
But here's another question from anonymous attendee. Hey guys, are you looking for a developer for your business? Fuck you, anonymous attendee. That is a stupid fucking question. So we're not answering that question. Here's a real question from Simon. Do you stick to one type of software, i.e. ClickFunnels, email, automation for a particular type of audience?
Typically, yeah, because I try to recommend softwares that I use and products that I use because it's just easier to make a video on it if you use it, So for the most part, that's all I do. Sometimes I'll do alternatives. So I'll say like, this versus that, and I'll give affiliate links to both if there's some pros and cons to both. For example, Active Campaign is incredible at automation, but if you really care about making like the most beautiful email that you possibly can, you care all about the design of the email. That's probably their one weakness. So I might tell you, go to MailChimp or ConvertKit. And I do have affiliate links to those as well. But for the most part, I'm saying, you need Active Campaign. This is the one. And same thing, you need funnels if you want funnels. You need Active Campaign if you want emails. You need Opesta if you want messenger bots. That's kind of how I work it.
So how big is your email list?
It's like 20,000 right now. So it's not huge compared to like some people's, but
sure,
it's good.
How do you know? Do you like inside that email list? Do you somehow know like who's bought what and who hasn't bought what?
Yeah, I mean, I only sell one. I sell one course, and yeah, so I know everybody that's bought that course. That's why Active Campaign is so cool. So everybody's tagged. They're all tagged with the page that they came in through. So if someone joined my Facebook group, they're tagged as like they're already a member of the Facebook group. So I could sit down right now, and sometimes I will, and I'll write up an email and say, hey, why aren't you in my Facebook group? There's 20,000 people on my list, but only 7,000 people in my Facebook group. And I can send it out and tell Active Campaign, just email this to people that aren't in my Facebook group, right? And then same thing with people that haven't purchased my course. Just email the people that don't have the tag, purchase course. Same thing with, I have all kinds of free stuff. So if I want to offer my free affiliate marketing course or whatnot, I can email it to people that have not come through that opt-in page before. So yeah, everybody's tagged with how they came in and what they're interested in, if I can figure it out. And that way I can really, not bug people about things that have already been done.
So those people who haven't fucking purchased your course yet are real idiots, really. Yeah. I mean, fuck. How much is your course, by the way?
So it's $897 right now. There's a deal running where if you buy in the next 48 hours, I think, if you buy ClickFunnels, they're the big product they're launching called 10x Secrets, and then the second thing in their funnel, it's called Closing Secrets. So that'll put you out about $600, but you'll get all that from ClickFunnels, and then you get my $800 course for free. So kind of this is the time to buy, but.
So if we buy 10x Secrets and Closing Secrets from your affiliate link, we also get your course, and it doesn't cost us $800.
And there's another great example of affiliate marketing, right? You kind of make it off, like you want them to buy something, convince them with something else. Because I'm going to go on a yacht, because that's a contest they're having. I don't know how many people are familiar with that, but top 10 people that promote that particular launch get trip to Miami on a yacht, 2 yachts, and then like a Bahama mastermind or something. So pretty cool.
Okay. Are you married?
Yep.
George wants to come hang out with us for a little bit.
That's why you asked.
So you're married. What about pets? Do you have any pets?
No, but if I could have a monkey, I would have one. I don't like dogs and cats, but I would probably do a monkey.
You don't have any fish or anything like that?
It's like the most boring pet I could possibly imagine.
So let's see. We got some more questions. I don't understand why somebody wouldn't buy your course. Do you try to get people to buy all your affiliate offers? Like if somebody's purchased ClickFunnels, are you like, all right, now you need to go get Active Campaign as well? Or are you just like, okay, you bought ClickFunnels, that's it?
Oh yeah. So that's how basically a lot of my free content, like I've got a mini affiliate marketing course, a mini email marketing course, and I'm creating a mini messenger bot course. And basically the goal is to get those courses into all my audience's hands, because then I don't have to force them to do anything, right? I can just let it happen naturally. If someone wants to learn messenger bots, they hop into my course, they sign up for Opesta, and they run with it from there. So yeah, I absolutely try to cross promote so everybody's using as much of what I recommend as possible. So
you use chatbots regularly? You use you got your own chatbot and you use it regularly?
Not regularly. So I'm just getting into that as like a month or 2 ago. I probably have 1,500 subscribers, and I actually rarely use it. I'll use it on like launches. So like when I launched my course, I'll send out a blast, but I don't do like regular stuff with it.
How many emails do you send out a week to your group?
Let's see. It's all on automation. So there's probably 400 or 500 emails. No, there's probably like 1,000 or more emails going out every single day, just based on where people are at in different email automations.
So who writes your emails? Simon wants to know who writes your email sequences, and typically how long are your sequences?
So one of my sequences, probably my longest one, is like 3 or 4 months, and I write them, but I don't sit down and write like a 3 to 4 month sequence. I'll sit down and kind of plan it out ahead of time. So I'll think of all the things I might want to write about, and then I'll start funneling people into this sequence, right? So people are opting in and they're starting to go into the sequence, but I'll only be like a few days ahead of them. So I'll just add an email once a day. I'll hop in, add the next email, wait the next day, add the next email. That way it's not like this massive project, and I can actually be moving, people are starting to happen beforehand, and works really well for me.
So how do you figure out like what you're going to write about?
Yeah, I just had a coaching guy ask that. So I have a sequence that like gets people introduced into who I am, my group, gets everybody, it's 5 or 6 long, and everybody comes through that. But then it's pretty random. Like it's pretty sporadic. It's I'll write about products that I like. I'll write about things that I learn. Sometimes I'll just do like motivational emails like, does your day suck? I had a sucky day today, But the point is it's all in automation. So I write the email once, and then it goes into that automation. And then everybody for the next year who's coming through is going to get that email. And I don't have to sit there and blast out emails all the time, right? But it is pretty random. I'll opt into like some major email marketers and like people that I respect. I'll opt into their lists. And then whenever they send emails that I like, I save them. And then when I'm looking for inspiration, I'll just hop into that saved email list and read a few. And there's usually 1 or 2 like, oh yeah, I can write something pretty similar, just kind of like make it my own. And how it goes.
Do all your emails have like an offer attached to them, or some of them just like, hey, here's something to inspire you or boost your day, or here's like a little secret that, it's some ninja secret or something?
Yeah. So probably less than half of them have an offer. I'll do tons of just like, boost your day. Here's some like value. A lot of my emails are just like, hey, I'm just going to teach you something. A lot of them will just send them to YouTube videos where they learn things. And then it really helps when you do make an offer, right? You're not just like the sales guy that's been blasting them sales stuff forever. You're the guy that yesterday had a bad day, and like the day before that, he managed to make a some money doing something or whatever. And so, yeah, definitely kind of sporadic, much more sporadic. And then when I do sell something, it'll kind of be like a 2 or 3 day thing. So like I'll introduce the problem and kind of introduce the software, whatever it is I'm talking about. And then the next email will really focus on it. So the first email kind of just talks about things and then might briefly talk about the software. And then the next email is like all about the software. And then sometimes I won't do a third one. Sometimes I will, where I'll kind of do a follow-up and like maybe I'll offer a bonus or two. Like, hey, if you didn't get the software yet, I'm offering these bonuses. Or did you see this guy's testimonial? You know, little things like that. So it'll be like a 3-day stint where I'll try to sell something. And then the automation will kick back into just regular like value and things like that.
So Jamie wants to know your ranking help videos with SEO, influencer marketing. Do you use any pre-roll-in stream ads for YouTube?
I think a few of my videos do, like it's enabled on my channel. Not very much though. Like the money you can make from that stuff. Oh, are they asking if I allow those on? I'm not sure if they're asking if I let those on my videos or if I run ads myself.
I think they're asking if you use any yourself, like if you run ads.
No, so I've done YouTube ads multiple times, and I do think there's possibilities there. It's just an avenue I haven't had time to get into as much as I'd like, because you need to make it a little more high quality and get a little more into it for that.
Where do you advertise? Just Facebook and Google?
Facebook, Google, Instagram, solo ads. Yeah. Solo ads.
Who you buy your solo ads from?
Well, a couple different people. Probably the main one is his. What's his last name? Marcus Fedden. You've probably heard of him. Solo ads, you can really get screwed, and I've been screwed. Like the way the solo ad vendors run solo ads is, it's kind of shady, and some of them make it really shady, to where you can get 100 people that opted into your list, but it was really just done via scripts and things like that, and so they didn't really opt into your list, and you start sending out emails and you get 20 spam complaints, and it'll kill your deliverability for quite a while after that. So I'm really careful, because if you buy solo ads from the wrong guy, just a batch of a couple hundred can really damage thousands of emails that you'll send in the future. So that's why I buy from Marcus, because we're pretty close friends and we talk a lot, and I know he's not going to screw me.
So you're saying some solo ad vendors just have like some scripts and just like fucking random people's email addresses, and they just pretend that those people are opting in on your shit?
Yeah, I don't know exactly how it all works, right? But I've seen it happen multiple times where people will send out their first batch of emails to everybody that opted in, and they're all like, I didn't opt in. Who the freak are you? I've never heard of you, And I'm pretty sure what's going on is they're putting in their email address for something else, and then the solo ad providers are sending that email address into they're taking it and putting it into a few more opt-in forms without them knowing, which obviously can really screw you over.
For sure. So you're just kind of, you've got a couple trusted solo ad providers, and then you're mostly Facebook and just keywords on YouTube. You don't do Bing or ads on LinkedIn or anything like that?
Well, I do Bing. No LinkedIn, though.
So what's your Facebook ads look like? Is this just videos or something?
Yeah, they're pretty they're even worse than my YouTube videos. When I do a Facebook ads, they're typically just a video of me talking. I try to run mostly just to my own audience. So I have an audience of the email address is 20,000, the Facebook group and things like that. So I try to focus on my own audience because they have a much higher conversion, and it just keeps me fresh in their mind and stuff. I sometimes, like when my course launched, I ran cold Facebook ads. But once again, it was like a video of me I whipped out my phone and talked, and I think that tends to do better on Facebook ads. Like people spend so much time making something look as professional as possible, only to realize that's like not why people get on Facebook, to see like professional ads. They get on Facebook to like see real stuff.
For sure. So Paul wants to know, how do you keep your customers to stick to ClickFunnels in the long run? Some of them want to leave because they say that they want to have a lower price point to start with. I guess this question is just like, how do you keep people in ClickFunnels, or are you just like, fuck it, it's not my job, it's ClickFunnels' job to make them stay there?
I mean, I try, but I got the same issue everyone else does. It's expensive. If it doesn't work for you in a few months, a lot of people will bounce. So more importantly than like keeping people sticking, I'm trying to constantly fuel the fire and get people in. But I do. So that was one of those automated tools I said I developed. I developed a Chrome extension that basically downloads ClickFunnels commission reports, pulls email addresses, and then puts them into an automated email sequence that first email introduces me and offers them any help that I can offer them. Second email teaches them. And then there's 10 emails that basically I don't think ClickFunnels does a great job of like really explaining what ClickFunnels is, how it can work for them, how it all, how to break, just how a funnel works and how to make a funnel. So my 10 email sequence will teach them all that. And sometimes if they seem like they could stick for a while, I'll give them a coaching call. If they reach out and they're like, I really need this to work for my business, but blah, blah, blah. Then I'm like, hey, let's hop on a call. But probably the biggest thing is I do email every single person that signs up for my link.
Well, ClickFunnels, I think they do a great job of teaching you everything about funnels. They just don't do it for fucking free. You got to buy Funnel Hacker Secrets in order to get all that information.
I mean, yeah. So for the other 95% that aren't willing to put out another $9.97, then yeah, I teach them pretty much everything. I mean, I haven't taken funnel hacking in a long time, but I think it's all there.
Oh, it's pretty simple. I mean, the concept of a funnel is actually, it's pretty simple. I can wrap my head around it, then I'm sure most people can.
Yeah, and if they can just grasp the idea of like, what is ClickFunnels going to do for my business, and then spend 10 minutes like seeing the layout and how it works and everything, then typically they can learn the nuances as they go. But some people like they signed up and it's crazy, but they have literal no idea what's going on. Like they get in there and they're like, how do I build my website? Or they just don't even understand what they're supposed to be doing with a funnel. So
Luke wants to know how long did it take you to build all your automation systems?
I mean, it's an ongoing process. I literally can't say it's a complete thing. I'm still adding emails every day to my automations. I'm still pumping out videos, building landing pages and little mini, courses to send people to. So I've been doing it for, it's probably coming up on 2 years now. But it's just, like I said, consistently doing stuff and putting out content and capturing email addresses and things just come together and slowly happen.
So you can't just quit. You can't just walk away. I mean, if you stop putting out your content, then eventually your revenue is going to.
Yeah.
You have to give that truck back up.
Not happening.
Fuck that, right? So you're in it for the long haul. You got to keep, you keep putting out content, you keep helping people, and you're at least going to either stabilize or you're going to keep growing. Do you have like an upper limit that once you get to the upper limit, you're like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm just on a beach and I'm not doing content anymore and I'm just whatever?
No. I mean, I enjoy it, so there might be a limit. I might stop pushing ClickFunnels as hard, or I might stop pushing YouTube as hard. And in fact, I would say I've gotten lazy on YouTube, but it's something I enjoy doing. So there's no reason to stop, and there's just no reason to.
So the key, the real key that you have going for you is your automations, right? That's really like what's really allowing you to fucking kick ass is the fact that you have all these different automations set up.
Yeah. And so that allows me to, I basically, I think the idea of it is I maximize the time that I do have, right? So I don't have a ton of employees and stuff like that. But when I write an email, that email is not only going to go out to my whole list now, it's going to go out to every person in, ever that gives me an email address is going to eventually get that email. And if that email's selling something, then, 5 years down the road, I'll probably put 100,000 people through that email. And I'm maximizing the time that I do have. Because I don't work, I only work, I mean, I know you work like 99 hours a week or something, but I work like 30 hours a week. So
Yeah, I put in a lot of hours for sure. I put in a lot of hours. Uh, if you didn't have all these automations set up, how much time do you think you'd be working every week if it weren't for these
Oh,
automations?
it'd just be so much work. I wouldn't have time for it. I'd have to hire more people.
And fuck that, hiring people sucks really sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Pain in the ass sometimes. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Dude, I can only imagine.
So what would you say? I know that you've got this group full of where you teach people automation and you teach affiliate marketing. Uh, could you just maybe talk about some generalized traits that you see like between people who do really well and they just take off and they start having success versus the assholes that fail and then they're like, fucking give me my money back. This sucks. You don't know anything. Can you do you see any common factors between these two types of people?
Yeah, so like I said, I have a course that I've sold probably, I'm trying to think now, probably about 600, 700 times. And I've had, I could probably count the refund requests on my two hands, maybe 5 to 10 refund requests. And without fail, I log in and I look, and one, they never finish the course. Most of them never even get halfway into the course, and they're asking for a refund because, oh, I don't think this course is going to work for me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you watched 15% of that course, like you quit so fast. You didn't even try anything. You watched a few movies, decided it was too hard, and you quit. So I think it's the people that they learn, they continually learn and they continually apply. And then eventually I think you can't fail in the long run if you're continually learning and continually applying, because something will eventually start to work for you. Um, as both of those keep happening, some people will just keep applying, so they won't, they'll be too cheap to like buy courses or stuff like that. They just keep trying things and they keep failing. And then you look at what they've been trying and you're like, oh man, like, 100 other people have made this mistake. Why didn't you just put out a little money and not have to deal with this crap and learn? And then some people, they get focused on the learning and they buy all these courses and stuff, but they suck at just getting down and like actually applying. They get stuck on all these stupid little details and what domain should I buy? What this should I do? And they never actually get to the launch point because they're so stuck in that stuff. But it's the people that like, they're constantly like, part of their day spent learning, part of their day spent applying, which is also learning. In the beginning, you're learning through your mistakes, and then eventually you just get there.
So you're saying that you're trying to tell me that if we buy your course, we gotta watch it. Like you're trying to say that if we buy your course, that's not enough. Like if I buy your course, then just having that course is I'm not going to like that. I'm not going to get sales. I have to go fucking watch it. That seems
I'm
stupid
telling
as
you, even
fuck.
watching it isn't enough.
That seems like a dumb course. I gotta watch it. I thought like I just buy the course and done.
Well, yeah, I'm watching it alone. I would say watching it's not enough either. And a ton of people, they don't ask for refunds, but that's where they get stuck too, is they buy the course, they watch it, they'll reach out and like, that was amazing. I love what I learned, and then I'll check back, or we'll be talking a month later on Facebook or whatever. And it's like, what have you done so far? And it's like, you didn't apply. Like, you spent $1,000 and then you never applied all the stuff you learned. And so yeah, it really is that combo. A lot of people think that, yeah, even buying like, oh, I just need this guy's course. As soon as I get Spencer's course, that's the step I need to take that'll put me over the edge, or this next learning or this next course. But it's always the applying and the like testing and just trying things out that really, those trench work that makes things actually happen. So people are disappointed on my course sometimes.
Does your course, I get it's not fucking magical and I'm going to have to do more than buy it, but will it teach me how to set up all these automations and stuff?
Yeah. So I teach you everything I can. And as often as possible, I try to, like I talked about earlier, simplify it for you. So I'll say like, you need 30 emails, and then I'll give you the emails that I write. And even better, if you have ClickFunnels, Actionetics, I'll let you one click import them into your account. So the goal in the course was like, how simple can I make this? But I can only make it so simple. It's going to take you, diving in and doing some work and probably losing some money along the journey. And that's where a lot of people, yeah, it's just funny how many people really do think that like, oh, if I can just get his course, they think that courses are just so easy. Like the course is just a system. I just have to buy his course and then, I'm just going to close my eyes. I don't have to think after that. I just have to follow exactly what Spencer says, and no brain power required. But there's no course out there like that. And if there is, I'll take it. They all require you to take it and apply it to where, what you have. and mess up a few times, and we can only teach you so much.
Be nice to just run those fucking people over with your truck that ClickFunnels bought you, right? Those assholes that fucking buy your course and they think like it's just magic. So it's like, yeah, stand in front of my truck, fucking run you over. I get that a lot, man. It's like so many people are so lazy.
Yeah, and that really was what it comes down to. Yeah, if you're not willing to actually put in the effort at the end of the day.
So what advice could you give people who are kind of just starting out and you know they're not seeing any real success so far? Like, is there like a step-by-step that you could give that you could be like, okay, here's kind of, you know, without revealing all your secrets that, you know, obviously everybody, we want people to pay us money for stuff, but is there something that you could give to get people started? Like, okay, you should do this and this and this.
Yeah. So I would say affiliate marketing is it's 4 steps and you just do them one by one. So the first thing you're going to go out and do, you're going to pick 5 like quality products, kind of like the softwares that I'm talking about. And then you're going to pick maybe 4 or 5 kind of lower quality, cheaper offers that you can maybe break even with, right? They're like 10, 20, 30 bucks. And the whole goal of them is just to get a sale for 10, 15 bucks and kind of break even on some of your paid expenses. You're going to get those products. You're going to build out an email automation that includes all those products, kind of like I talked about. Then you're going to build a couple lead magnets. They're just things that you know, anything you could put out there that your target audience, in my case, entrepreneurs, stuff that they want, case studies, ebooks, you know, it's pretty classic stuff, like put together a few lead magnets, things that people want. The best ones for me have been little mini softwares like that plugin I built, little teeny softwares that kind of helps simplify their life. People love that. You could give them templates or email sequences or whatever. Anyway, so you get your email, you get your products, you get your email sequence set up, you get your lead magnet set up and a few landing pages where you can capture the email addresses. And then you pick one traffic source, whether it's YouTube, Google, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, you know, whatever it is that you want to focus on. And then you just start focusing on that traffic source and sending people to those lead magnets. So for me, I'd be pumping out a YouTube video every day that somehow applied to my lead magnets, and I'd be sending people to those lead magnets over and over and over again. And then it really will. It'll just start to happen. You know, it'll be slow, but it'll just start to happen.
So create a place where people can give you their email, create content or pay people to send people to that lead magnet, collect email, and then put them on an automation sequence where they are getting some content that relates to them, and then send them every so often out to one of your affiliate offers to get them to buy stuff.
Yeah. And I would say, so like my lead magnets tend to be funnels, right? So it's a funnel. I give them a lead magnet and then it sells them a couple products down the funnel. And that way, if I run paid traffic to it, I'm breaking even a lot faster, and I can afford to spend a lot more on paid traffic than if I didn't. But yeah, that's the basic idea. You run traffic to a lead magnet / funnel, and then you sell products at the end of your funnel and in your email automation. And as you make money, you just keep pouring it back into that same circle, right?
Seems pretty easy when you put it that way, really. Doesn't seem like rocket science. Really.
Up here, it is really easy. And people tend to overcomplicate. Like I said, they get stuck on what domain they should use, what products they should promote, blah, blah, blah. But like, just start. And if a product's not selling, if there's an email that no one's caring about, then, you know, throw it out and add another one. Like, it's not hard to adjust. Just set up the system as fast as you can and start putting people through it. And then you can tweak it as you go. You can tweak your funnel. You can tweak your offers. You can tweak your lead magnets. But the most important thing is just that it's actually happening, right? That you've got it running, you've got the system moving, and you can fix the kinks along the way.
So the main thing is to do something, right? That's really the main thing, to do something.
That's like the theme of this whole Zoom thing. Yeah, just do something.
And not expect that you're going to see results tomorrow. How long did it take you to start actually? How long did you feel like giving up at some point and think, you know, I should just fucking quit this because I'm spending so much time and I'm not making any money?
Yeah. So my first year as an affiliate marketer, I didn't make $0. but I was working, so I get off my job at 5, and my wife worked 3 nights a week, and so I would work from like 5 to 11 3 nights a week. So I was probably putting in 15 to 20 hours a week that whole year, like consistently, and I probably made less than $1,000 with all that time. So yeah, there's definitely like a low point. And that's where like I learned a ton in that time, and then when my break came, I found out about ClickFunnels. I knew a ton about traffic at that point. You know, I tried out tons of different things. I knew a ton about writing emails and stuff at that point. Like I was already somewhat prepared, so when the opportunity came, I could run with it. And I think that's a big part of it, right? Is just your opportunity will come eventually. You need to be looking out for it, and then you need to have the skills and stuff so that like when that happens, you're ready for it. There'll be another ClickFunnels, you know, like there'll always be another product that comes out, or another this or another that. So you just got to keep working so that when that time comes, you're for time.
So do you do like live coachings or strategy sessions with people, like one-on-one or group coachings, anything like that?
I did. So I part of this like 10x secrets launch, I offered coaching. Typically I don't, just because like I talked about, I'm all about the automated passive income, and group or any kind of coaching is the polar opposite of that. So I do it, I guess, occasionally, like during a launch or something, I'll offer coaching as an upsell or as a bonus for something, but not a ton of it.
So you prefer not to because it fucking takes your time?
Yeah, it's just because if coaching is a one-to-one ratio thing, right? I put out the time, I do the coaching, maybe I get some money, and then it's over. I prefer something that I can like put out a video now and make money for the next year out of that video. It just makes more sense.
For sure. So you're not really big into the coaching, but you've produced some. I know Catlin fucking loves you like crazy. But I'm assuming you did a lot of coaching. You did coaching with him back some time ago.
Yeah, I mean, so in the beginning, I offered tons of coaching, right? And I tell all people to do that in the beginning. Like, it's a great way to make money. You're looking for money to spend on ads and stuff, and a lot of people will pay for coaching because it's, you know, it's very tangible, it's time based and things like that. But it gets to the point, you know, I was getting 10 messages a day asking for coaching, and I was spending so much time on coaching that I couldn't spend time on what I really wanted to do, which was like my core business and my YouTube channel and things like that. And so I could either like significantly raise my prices, which I didn't really love the idea of, or just kind of end it. So I ended it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan myself of the coaching myself. I'm not a big, and for me it's different reasons, because it's like you do coaching and you get some people that are like willing to not be lazy fuckers and actually do something, but the majority of the people is like you help them and it's like, okay, so didn't I tell you to do that? Did you do it? No. What did you do? I watched Netflix. Like, why the fuck are you paying me to tell you what to do and you're then gonna go fucking watch Netflix? It's insane. It's insane. So you don't have that. What would you suggest we start for structure first, is what Simon wants to know.
What would you suggest we start with structure?
Yeah, I guess he's asking, I guess he's asking, what would you suggest for a structure? And I think you kind of talked about that already. Like, you gave a couple steps.
Yeah, like those 4 things is your structure pretty much. Your traffic, your product, your lead magnets, and your automations. I would start with the automations, right? Pick your products, build out your automations, and then everything can just feed into those constantly as you know, whatever you try can always run into those automations in the end. And if your automations like get long enough and good enough, you'll naturally break even on a lot of attempts. Like, I try things out with solo ads all the time. I'll just like, I'm going to try this lead magnet and this solo ad, right? And I'll make nothing on that solo ad. I'll spend $120 and nothing will come. No one will buy on that little funnel I built or whatever. But I'll typically always break even somewhere down the line as they're running through my email sequence. You know, I'll get 5-10 of them to buy a $10, $20 product. And now I've broken even, made a little money. And I'm not too worried. And so I can test out things with solo ads just like that, because I just have to whip out a landing page, go buy the solo ads, and I know that like I'll come close to breaking even as they run through my automation, regardless of how crappy my front end product actually is or my funnel is.
So how do you figure out what your bonuses are going to be? Like, how do you create your bonuses and figure out, you know, hey, I'll offer this as a bonus or I'll offer that as a bonus?
So sometimes I won't. Like I talked about in some of my YouTube videos, I'll just kind of like, you know, I'm teaching you, here's your free training, here's ClickFunnels, go get it. And I won't even do any kind of bonuses. But typically when I do, it's just as related as I can. So it's products that I know that I use. And so I'm saying, hey, if you're interested in this product, it's because you have this problem. You know, in what other ways can I solve that problem? So, you know, ClickFunnels, that's why people love share funnels, because it's like, hey, I have a YouTube video about helping realtors use ClickFunnels. And it's like, hey, you're a realtor, you're looking for leads. Here's ClickFunnels. Here's a funnel that helps you. And here's a little mini course on Facebook ads, right? So now you just need to import this funnel, personalize it, learn Facebook ads, and run it. So anything I can do to kind of like simplify the core product that I'm promoting is how I'll do it. I can't remember if I told you this or not. I have a call at 3:00 or in the next few minutes. So just a heads up.
Yeah. So you basically just cater to people's laziness, right?
No, really. Yeah. The simpler you can make it, then the easier the choice is for them. Because a lot of times when you're learning something, right? When we're new at learning something, we get overwhelmed, and that overwhelm causes us to back out. Because like let's say I'm teaching you about ClickFunnels and I'm showing you my ClickFunnels account. Even though it might seem easy to me, if you're brand new to marketing and you're watching this, you're probably like, whoa, I don't even understand what's happening right now. Like, there's no way I could build that funnel. That drag and drop creator you say is so easy, doesn't look so easy to me. So anything I can do to be like, oh, but you know, if you don't want to sit there and try to build this whole funnel from scratch, just click the button down below and it'll import your account, and it kind of calms those like overwhelmed nerves, right? And I've simplified it to the point of it's like, okay, it's a no-brainer.
That's always a good approach. It's just to cater to people's laziness, because deep down inside, everybody wants to be lazy. They want to spend this less time. I mean, that's why you do all this automation, right? So you don't have to spend all your time. Even if you tried to spend all your time, it would be unreal. So basically, it's just maybe pick a niche, pick people that you can relate with, so that it's a little bit easier for you to come up with your content, create that content, that lead magnet, and then have your lead magnet drive some traffic to it, get their email, and then have them on some sequence where they're going to get some more content that they can relate to, where they fall in love with you, and then put in your offers there. And then eventually, if you throw enough emails at them and enough offers at them, eventually they're going to buy something. And because it's all on automation, it's not really taking you any time. So it makes it super easy. And that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. And then, like I said, YouTube, I'm out there just solving problems. That's kind of like the side part of it. I may not capture an email, but I'm solving problems and capturing the commissions.
So you know, Spencer, everybody that I've interviewed so far has joined my partnership so far. What do you think about that? I sent you some information about my partnership. I think you were still a little bit confused on it.
Yeah, I was going to talk to you before this call. I'm sorry, I forgot that I had a call after this. I actually just scheduled it they scheduled it via Calendly. So I only blocked out an hour for this, which was my mistake. But I do want to talk to you about that. Because I was just confused on the whole structure of it.
Well, I saved you a spot, Spencer. I closed it down. I did about, with no Facebook ads, no type of advertisement at all. I did like from 0 to like $44,000 in 11 days, which is fucking awesome for me because I'm not a marketer. I did save you a spot. I saved a couple people spots because there's a couple people that I really wanted to come in. Basically, it gives you equity in our company. It allows you to sell our software, keep 100% of the commissions. And then it allows you to essentially own equity in our company. It's like revenue shares. So as we produce new softwares and then those softwares go out to the market, regardless of whether you're promoting them or not promoting them, which I think a lot of the softwares would just fit right into what you're doing. It's like if ClickFunnels, if you got to own a piece of the pie, outside of the affiliate commission. If you actually got to own stock in ClickFunnels, it essentially gives you equity in our company. Now, it is closed off to the general public. So if you're out there on Facebook or you're in the Zoom and you want to join, fuck you, you can't join anymore because it is closed. But I do have a few spots for a few special people. You know, you're at the top of my Dream 100 list, Spencer.
That is crazy.
Yes, at the very top, and you're supposed to be in my partnership. So, so I'm going to give you the same terms that I gave Kevin. I'm going to give you. I'm going to send you a link again later on. I'm going to give you. You know, I know you're busy. I gave Kevin 7 days, and since you're busy, I'm going to give you 10 days. And if you don't join my partnership, I'm going to hack your fucking Facebook account live on Facebook. I'm literally just going to hack into it. Okay.
I got this live on Facebook, so world knows now.
I'm gonna delete this video too, so no one can get proof that I threatened your account. It will not be the first Facebook account I have hacked, and probably won't be the last. Look, I know you got stuff to do, and I know you're super busy. I sent everybody out a link to your group. Inside your group, if they join the group, they can find all the information about, you know, how they can get access to your course, how they can purchase your stuff, how they can get help from you, right?
Yeah, I would say my group. A lot of people try to reach out in Messenger. I don't get to Messenger as much as I would like, just because I get a lot of messages every day. So my group's probably the best place.
Well, I did send everybody a link to your group. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to put that link here in the. Everybody on Zoom already has it because I gave it to them with the link here. It's Automation Nation passive systems for passive income systems for entrepreneurs, because who doesn't like entrepreneurs? I know you got to run. I know you got a lot of stuff to do. I actually have a call myself right after this with all our partners where we talk about what's going on with our company. So I really do appreciate you coming here and you know talking to us. It's been a pleasure. I've been following you for some time, not just for your boyish good looks. You are an attractive guy, but I like the content. I like the content that you put out. And they're like, even Russell Brunson now is advertising you and how successful you are, which I would ask for some royalties. I would definitely be asking for some royalties on that. But there's Spencer's group right there. Definitely, I would recommend join this group. Any other thing you want to say before we hop off, Spencer?
Take action. So whatever you learned today, go write it down and go make a plan and go apply it.
That's easier said than done. So Spencer says the same thing that I say: don't be a lazy fucker. Go do something with the information that you get. Because if you're a lazy fucker, then you're not going to get any results, most likely. Well, Spencer, it's been really great. I'm gonna let you run to take your other call, and I'm gonna jump on my other meeting, and hopefully maybe we can do this again sometime, and you can give us some maybe next time I can pay you some money, and then you can dive into some of your real deep secrets for us.
Oh, okay. Maybe next time, but yeah, I'll talk to you. I'll shoot you a message about the partnership stuff after this, and we'll go from there.
All right, appreciate it, Spencer. Have a good one, man. So for the rest of you guys that are in the partnership, give me like 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and I'll shoot you a link. I'll put it inside the group, and then we'll have our inner circle meeting in like 5 or 6 minutes. All right. So just hold on there. I'll go do that. I just need to get some tea, and then just look in the group. I'll be posting it in the group in just a second. All right.